What's going on, guys? It's DJ back with another video, and before this video starts, I want y'all to know that I do not like either. By saying that, I don't like All Lives Matter, and I do not like Black Lives Matter. Now this is the reason why I don't like them. I'm gonna go from All Lives Matter to Black Lives Matter, and then I'm gonna tell how these problems can get fixed. With that said, let's get into it. So first, I don't like All Lives Matter because they only come out whenever Black Lives Matter is trending. Like, say, alright, so like I didn't hear Black Lives Matter much in 2019. As soon as George Floyd died and like other Black Americans died, the first thing you hear is Black Lives Matter. And then you would hear people just yell, "Nah, bro, fuck that, All Lives Matter." But like, they weren't really doing anything. They were just there just to counter Black Lives Matter. If you're gonna speak out against them, at least have some kind of objective that's not just to bring them down. Literally, they don't have any plans. They don't talk about how to help things. All they do is just say Black Lives Matter is dumb. This is, and they don't really back it up. What I also don't like about them is that they're not really for all lives. Example, say somebody, say an unarmed Indian man. He's Indian and he lives in America. And say he comes and he gets shot by the cops, or like not even by the cops. Say he's just treated inhumanely. You don't hear All Lives Matter going like, "Hey man, this dude's life mattered." They only come out whenever Black Lives Matter is there, and they don't really have an objective. Like, at least Black Lives Matter kind of has their objective, but not really, which I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, that's why I don't like All Lives Matter. They just really don't have their own little, they just don't really have a purpose. They're just there to literally just bring down Black Lives Matter, which kind of makes them like low-key a hate group themselves. Okay, now let's move on to Black Lives Matter. Now, I'm black, and I'm probably gonna get some hate for saying I don't like Black Lives Matter, but I don't really care, because just at the end of the day, it's my opinion. I'm not here to change your opinions. I'm just here to give y'all a different perspective, because if you want to be in an argument, you gotta have both sides of the story. Just see it from both angles, or you're really just a little kid. Anyways, with that said, I don't like Black Lives Matter because I have a few more reasons why I don't like Black Lives Matter. First, I'm gonna go with the name. Now, I like the name, but whoever made it knew exactly what they're doing. It's called Black Lives Matter. So, automatically, if you don't agree with it, you just sound racist. Like, imagine, alright, just hear this with no context. "Bro, fuck Black Lives Matter." Like, that just sounds like I don't like black people. But in reality, I'm talking about the movement. Like, All Lives, it has so much more potential, but they're not using it right. They have it's like a person in power, but they're not really doing anything. They only pop out. I'll get that in a second. But yeah, it's like the name. They just made the name, so basically you have to. They made it so like you're gonna feel bad if you don't agree with them. So a lot of people are saying, "Well, heck, if I don't agree with them, if I don't like it, I ain't gonna agree with them." Like, they're basically forcing people to agree with them. Say, for example, NAACP. So many people don't even like know about that, or don't even like, I don't know, aren't really like with it completely. And it's probably because of the name. Imagine if the NAACP was just called Black Lives Matter instead of NAACP. It would be a lot more successful, and I'll get to more of that in a minute. But yeah, basically the name just Black Lives Matter kind of just like, it just gives it like a different perspective. It makes you just want to just say Black Lives Matter, but not really go behind the movement. That's like me saying, I don't know, gay lives matter, right? And in my group, we don't really do anything to help gay people. We just have the name so people can agree with us. Sorry if you can hear my dad in the background. My door's open. Alright, so that was over the name. Now this is over them in general. I don't like them because they don't care that much about black people. They care about when a white person kills a black person. They don't ever talk about problems in a black community. other than white on black crime. They never talk about like black on black crime. They don't talk about how they don't talk about the 22%? I think it's 22% of African American. I can't remember. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. But they don't talk about the percent of black people that are in poverty. They don't talk about black kids that go to bad schools. They don't try to help that. All they really do is just say, "Oh man, fuck this white person. They killed one of us." When usually they're like, there's usually a reason, but they don't really want to look at the reasons. Another reason I don't like Black Lives Matter. I also don't like Black Lives Matter because they have a thing for twisting up people's words. So say somebody doesn't agree with them, instead of trying to guide them into agreeing with them, they instantly just start hating on them. Like say somebody goes, "I don't like Black Lives Matter." Instead of being like, "Well bro, why don't you like it?" It's like, "You fucking racist, I fucking hate you. You fucking Confederate piece of shit." Like if you wanna add people to your group, yelling at somebody for not agreeing with you will not help you at all. If you want your group to grow, you gotta guide people to you. That's like me trying to get somebody to join my religion, and they go, "Oh, I'm an atheist" or something, and then instead of going like, "Oh, you fucking," instead of being like, "Hey man, well, what made you an atheist?" I would just go like, "Man, fuck you, satanic bastard!" Like you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know like why they see that way or anything. Or like say I forgot where I was going with this, but they also I can't remember if I already said this, but they also don't really care whenever a black man is killed by another black man. They don't really care about other black issues, like, and they make everything into racist. Alright, this is gonna be controversial, but the George Floyd killing. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but how is it racist? People are like, this cop is some racist white supremacist. But like, what made him racist? Because he killed an unarmed black man? That doesn't make him racist. Because where was everybody at last year when a white man was killed the exact same way? Nobody was there. Nobody called that cop racist. Nobody really spoke out, said his life mattered. But when a black man was killed the same way as a white man was, it turned into a problem. I just don't like how the unfairness of that is. Like if you're gonna say Black Lives Matter, you should be a lot different. Now I'm gonna talk about. I'd be a hypocrite if I wasn't to give some solutions to how both of these can change. Now, for All Lives Matter, if you want that to be better, they should speak out anytime somebody is treated inhumanely. Okay, like say somebody is say anybody, doesn't matter their race, skin, age, is killed inhumanely. All Lives Matter should come out and say, "Hey man, this dude's life matters, and this is what we're gonna do to change this." Instead of just being quiet whenever somebody's treated inhumanely, and only coming out when people yell Black Lives Matter. Now, Black Lives Matter. This is how we can change you guys. First of all, change the name. Because, y'all haven't really... Honestly, y'all's name really doesn't... It's manipulative, kinda. It's like if somebody doesn't agree with y'all because of your name, it just makes them sound racist. Like I said, just say out loud, "Black Lives, I hate Black Lives Matter." Like, you just sound like you don't like black people. So, you honestly just made it so if anybody agrees with you, it just sounds like they're racist. And I don't like that, because, you know, it's like kind of just spreading false information. Two, another thing y'all can do. So, like I said, a lot of young black people can't go to nice schools, and the best 7A school in the fucking district, or not district, but the state. You know, a lot of times when you see like a low like 2A school, it's usually like a small black school, and they're not really getting the education that they really need. So, but you don't hear them talking about it. It doesn't really fit their agenda. Now, I'm not saying I like or dislike Trump, just so I won't sound biased at all for any reason, but Trump passed a law basically saying you can go to any school no matter where you live at. See, that's the solution Black Lives Matter could have said. They could have came out and be like, "Hey, you know, a lot of black people aren't." They could have marched into a courthouse somewhere, or I don't know, go to Supreme Court or whatever the fuck they got to do, and say that they want this law, that it doesn't matter where you live at, you can go to any school you want as long as you have a ride there. Basically, that's a piece. It's peaceful, and it has a solution. My point is, you need a solution if you're gonna state these problems. That's like me walking up to my mom and being like, "Mom, it's hot," and then not doing anything about it. Or like, I'm in the middle of the snow and I go, "It's so cold and it's so cold out here," and I don't like want to put a jacket on, and I just complain about how cold it is. Like, I'm not even trying to really solve anything. I'm just complaining, which is something that Black Lives Matter tends to do. It's just a lot of complaining. It's never really any solutions, and we're not going to get anywhere if you just sit there and complain. Now, another reason why I don't like Black Lives Matter is because it kind of just separates people. We're supposed to be one nation who can't be divided. So when you make things saying like Black Lives Matter, it's gonna, make other things like Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter. You're basically just separating us even more. And we're all in this country together. Even if the past, black people were slaves and treated unfairly, that was a past. We're all here together now, where everybody is equal. Now, some people might get treated unequal, no matter, and now it's not always because of their race. Like, there's no evidence of George being killed because of his race. He was just killed because the cop was not a badass, but a dumbass, horrible cop. If you see what I'm trying to say, you understand. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say, all lives matter. You guys need to speak out whenever anybody is treated inhumanely, instead of just being there just so they can hate on Black Lives Matter. Because at that point, what are you really doing? Like, their purpose is literally just to hate on Black Lives Matter, and that's like, really, come on. And most people saying Black Lives Matter are usually Republican. I mean, like, people that usually say All Lives Matter, 9 out of 10 times they're usually Republican. And most Republicans are Christian. So I'm gonna say, if you're a Christian, why are you out here hating on people that are trying to fight for equality? You should be out there helping them, instead of just sitting there just trying to counter them and being a dick about it. Now, for Black Lives Matter, what y'all can do is, one, probably just speak out on any black issue instead of just white on black issues. Or two, since y'all are black, instead of just speaking on just black issues, speak on any issue. Change your name. I like the name All Lives Matter because it includes everybody. Black Lives Matter, it only includes black people, so it's kind of splitting them up. Now, All Lives Matter. Now, the name of that, good. All Lives Matter. But the groups for both of these, they fucking suck. I suggest a group that's called All Lives Matter, and they're like always out. Anytime somebody's treated inhumanely, or anytime they see somebody being treated unfair, they should speak out. They shouldn't only speak out whenever they see Black Lives Matter coming out. But that's just my opinion on everything. I'm not some political, fucking genius, but I'm decent at this, I guess. I have decently good ideas. But yeah, this wasn't really a rant video. I know I'm pretty calm in this video, and honestly, I'm in the middle. I have some more videos lined up. Pretty much, I have a couple rant videos I can think about making. I can make one. I'm not gonna say what they're gonna be about, but I have about. I'll make one after this video, and I'll post it. I'm not gonna post it the same day I post this video, but I'll post it soon. So yeah, I'm actually gonna post it. I'm actually gonna start on it right after I record this video. So yeah, if you like my content, if you like me, or you just want to be a good person, you should subscribe. If you didn't like the video, dislike it. I want to and like tell me I'm doing wrong so I can improve. If you like the video, like it so I can know what I'm doing good at. And yeah, peace.